All right, welcome explorers to The Explainer. I am so stoked you're here. Today, I'm your wilderness guide for what is basically the wildest, most high-octane survival trivia game show on Earth. So whether you're joining us from your middle school classroom right now, or maybe you're just tuning in from base camp, strap in. We're going to dive into some of the most unbelievable, spine-chilling, and totally real survival secrets from the animal kingdom. Let's jump straight into our first trivia challenge, and I want you to literally shout out your guess. Picture this, okay? You're out in the wild. Which of these two beasts do you think takes the crown for the most human fatalities every single year? Is it the terrifying, razor-toothed, bloodthirsty shark? Or is it, well, a grazing, mooing cow hanging out in a pasture? Lock in your answers right now. Okay, so if you guessed the shark, you've totally been fooled by the movies. Believe it or not, more people die annually from getting kicked or stepped on by a cow. Yeah, you heard me right. The humble cow is statistically way more dangerous to us than the ultimate apex predator of the ocean. Oh, and if that isn't weird enough, there's actually this crazy conspiracy theory out there that claims cows all over the world simultaneously face the exact same direction while they're grazing. Spooky, right? Keep your eyes on those bovines, seriously.
Okay, moving right along to round one, toxic titans and bizarre defenses.
The wild is just packed with predators, which means animals have had to evolve some truly out-of-this-world ways to defend themselves. So here's your next trivia question. I'm looking for a creature that is incredibly tiny, like literally the size of a metal paperclip sitting on your teacher's desk. But do not let its vibrant colors or tiny size fool you, because this little critter packs enough biological firepower to take down an entire crowd. Any guesses out there? It is the golden poison dart frog. This just perfectly shows off how wild nature's chemical warfare can get. A single one of these tiny little amphibians contains about 1 milligram of poison, and that is enough to completely inactivate the nerves and muscles of up to 20 humans. Just one touch is all it takes. All right, time out for a quick guide survival briefing. Take mental notes, guys, because this will absolutely be on the test of life. Rule number 1, as we literally just learned, do not ever touch a brightly colored, paperclip-sized frog. Rule number 2, if you're up in Australia's northern oceans during the summer, just skip the swim. You really want to avoid the massive box jellyfish. It's the most venomous marine animal in the world, and its 3-meter tentacles can cause instant cardiac arrest. And rule 3, stay out of dark alleyways at night if you want to dodge vampire bats, because they will find a warm spot on your skin, make a tiny incision with razor-sharp teeth, and literally lap up your blood. Yikes. Okay, so we've seen poison, we've seen venom, but what about sheer, unadulterated shock value? How does the strange horned lizard confuse its predators out in the wild? Brace yourselves for this one, guys, because I'm warning you, it is definitely not for the faint of heart. It squirts blood directly out of its eyeballs. I know, freaky, right? At least 8 species of horned lizard can actually aim and squirt blood right out of their eyes. When they feel threatened, they restrict the blood flow to their head. The pressure just builds and builds until pop. It literally ruptures the blood vessels in their eyelids and sprays the predator with a stream of blood. It completely stuns whatever is trying to eat them, which gives the lizard precious time to scurry away. Nature is just wild.
All right, wipe that lizard blood off your screen because it's time for round 2, the most unexpected killers.
Okay, team, take a breath. We are now looking at creatures that might not look like your typical movie monsters, but they pack a lethal punch that commands total respect. Fingers on your buzzers. Which animal stalks its prey? Charges at a blistering 56 kilometers per hour and is so incredibly unpredictable that it actually earned the terrifying nickname, the Black Death. Here's a hint for you. It has a very robust physique and unbelievable sheer strength. It's the Cape buffalo. These absolute units are among Africa's most dangerous creatures. They don't just graze peacefully. No, they will actively stalk and circle their targets before charging at incredible speeds, totally capable of knocking out prey in an instant. So the ultimate survival tip here, if you're ever out on the African savanna and you see a Cape buffalo peeping at you through the tall grass, you better duck for cover immediately. Now, surely the adorable little duck-billed platypus from Australia is safe, right? Wrong. Even Australia's quirkiest animal is secretly packing heat. The male platypus has this half-inch poisonous spur located right on the inner side of its back ankle. Scientists actually think they use these spikes to compete with rivals during breeding season. A swift kick from one of those bad boys is potent enough to kill small animals, and if a human gets spurred, it causes absolutely intense, agonizing pain. So yeah, do not try to hug the platypus.
Oh, and if you're casually walking along the beach looking for pretty shells, beware of the cone snail. They have one of the world's most painful and fatal stings. They literally fire a harpoon into their target that causes rapid muscle paralysis and respiratory failure. It is so fast and so deadly that it's earned a pretty grim nickname. Like the quote says, it's called the cigarette snail because its victims supposedly only have enough time to smoke a single cigarette before they meet their end. So beautiful, but absolutely lethal.
Which brings us to round 3, savage romance and family feuds. Listen, if you thought middle school drama or sibling rivalry was intense, just wait until you see how the animal kingdom handles relationships. Let's test your knowledge of cute animals acting very badly. Which adorable, lovable marine creature, one that you literally might have a stuffed animal of on your bed right now, is actually secretly a serial harasser and, honestly, a complete nightmare to go on a date with? It's the sea otter. I know, my heart is totally broken too. They look so cute floating around on their backs, holding hands, but there are tons of reports showing these lovable fuzzballs can be incredibly aggressive. When it's time to mate, male sea otters will often violently grab the female and literally bite her face. Yeah, they are definitely not winning any awards for romance anytime soon. And hey, the sea otter isn't alone in this savage romance department. Take the black widow spider. A hungry female will straight up eat her male partner while mating. That is the ultimate toxic relationship. And what about those cute little meerkats standing so tall and proud in the desert? Well, the dominant female in a meerkat clan controls all the breeding, and to make sure her own offspring get all the food and have the best chance of survival, she will actively hunt down and kill the young of any other females in her clan. Just ruthless. Brace yourselves for round 4, parasites and pain.
Okay, contestants, shake it out. We have officially reached the most cringe-inducing squirm-in-your-seat category of our entire game show. If you're squeamish, now is the time to look away. But for the brave ones still with me, let's do this. The competition for the worst freeloader in nature is fierce, but there's one creature that goes above and beyond in the realm of absolute biological horror. Who takes home nature's horrifying Parasite of the Year award? Let's uncover the gruesome truth.
And the winner is the tongue-eating louse. Okay, step 1. This horrible little parasite swims right into a fish's mouth and latches directly onto the blood vessels of its tongue. Step 2. It feeds on the blood until the fish's actual tongue just shrivels up and falls right off. And step 3, the parasite attaches itself to the remaining stub and literally acts as the fish's brand new tongue. Seriously, isn't nature just so wonderful and majestic? And finally, round 5, the ultimate threat to nature.
All right, explorers, let's bring it back to base camp for just a second. We've had our laughs and our gasps today, but I need to drop the quirky guide persona for our final trivia question. Think carefully about everything we've talked about. The great white sharks, the poison frogs, the Cape buffaloes. After all of these incredible, terrifying powers, which species is actually the single most dangerous threat to the entire planet's biodiversity? The answer is represented by this massive number right here, over 7.4 billion and counting. The answer, you guys, is humans. Our massive and continually growing population puts immense, literally unprecedented pressure on the Earth's natural resources. While all these animals have amazing, bizarre defenses, they are completely defenseless against habitat destruction, climate change, and human expansion.
To put it into perspective, just 7 countries, including Australia, are responsible for over 50% of the entire globe's biodiversity loss. All these bizarre, beautiful, completely terrifying creatures we learned about today are losing their homes. And that is why protecting wildlife habitats from human impact is absolutely vital. If we don't act, the weird and wonderful magic of the animal kingdom is just going to disappear. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. When you look at all the incredible creatures we've seen today, maybe we are the terrifying ones after all. Thanks for playing along in the Explainer today, explorers, and good luck sleeping tonight.